Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Krista Joy from DisneyWays.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Chapel Hats is a wonderful new addition to Disney Springs, and it is now open. This beautiful boutique sells hats of all different types and styles, which will make any guest happy, from children to adult sizes. And the store itself is gorgeous, with a 1920s decor, with the shelves and the mirrors. And today we have the fabulous Heather Nixon, who is the operations manager of Chapel Hats, on the line for you. Heather, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, we're glad to have any new thing at Disney Springs on the show, because I think Disney Springs, when it's all said and done, is going to be an awesome place for shopping and dining. So
it is going to be amazing. It is going to be quite the destination, that's for sure.
Yeah. So you guys got a good head start on everybody. So you're already there and you're open. So
that's right.
Yeah, that's a good head start. So, tell us a little bit maybe about Chapel Hats, where you all are from, and then, what can a guest expect, the first time that they come to a Chapel Hats store?
You bet. Well, Chapel Hats is a fashion hat retailer, and we specialize in hats, as Krista said, for all ages. So we have fashion hats for little ones all the way up to the grown-ups. We carry affordable, which is the key, affordable hats for everyone, and that includes fedoras, sun hats, floppy hats, fascinators. I mean, you name it, and we've got it. And Chapel Hats in general is just a really fun experience. When you go into the store, we encourage everyone to try on hats. So it's not one of those where you just kind of walk in, touch a little bit, and then leave. We encourage everyone to try on as many hats as they like, take as many pictures as they like, tell all their friends about it, have a really good time, and just enjoy themselves.
Yeah, and it's conducive to all that. I have to tell my little personal story. My friend and I just went in for our first visit to Chapel Hats, and absolutely was the highlight of our day. We just laughed and had the best time taking selfies, and it's because the people that you have working there are so friendly, and they totally make you feel welcome and allowed to try on and take pictures. So it was awesome. Very fun.
Absolutely. A lot of the time, our cast members there are the photographers, and many of the pictures that you might see on the web of people having fun in Chapel Hats. Because again, like I said, we encourage people to come in and have a really good time, try on as many hats as they like, and take some photos so you can remember your experience.
Yeah, that's great. I guess my next question is, what makes you guys different from, say, some of the other hat competition, say a generic store like Lids?
Sure. Well, you touched on it a little bit with, our cast members. We want to have people that, as a part of our team, that are very passionate about hats, very knowledgeable, and they truly enjoy what they're doing. That's part of the experience when you walk into a Chapel Hat store. Our people come to us. They want to be a part of Chapel Hats, number one, because they're hat people, which is so much fun. And then, on top of that, we do a lot of training with being very knowledgeable about the different styles, the different materials that the hats are made out of, if they're crushable, good for travel, like, things like that. So it's, the people first and foremost, I think, that make Chapel Hats so much fun. Another thing that makes Chapel just a great experience for the guest is the wide range of product that we carry. We've got your just every day trying to keep the sun off my nose hats, for folks that don't care all that much about fashion, they just want function. And then we go to all the way to the other extreme where it is all about fashion and there's little function to the hat at all, but you look fabulous in it. So we kind of run the gamut with that. Anywhere, like I said, it could be just strictly to keep the sun off, or it's it's to keep the sun off and have a great time and look good while you're doing it. So.
Yeah. So what type of hats are the most popular? What do people usually go for when they walk in?
Well, because we are in Orlando and it is very warm and the beautiful sun does shine regularly out there, we do get a lot of folks that are there, to protect themselves from the sun. So a lot of, the floppy hats are very popular, as well as for the gentlemen, like a longer brimmed fedora hats are very popular. And because it is in a location where people are traveling to and fro, we have a lot of our product is packable and crushable, they call it. So you don't have to be super gentle with your new hat. You can wear it, have a lot of fun, throw it in your bag, and pick it out the next day, and it looks fine.
Can somebody custom order a special size or a special kind of hat?
We always try to do the best that we can and as much as we possibly can for the customer. So, for example, if you walk into one of our stores and maybe we don't have the size for you or something like that, in the store, we can always see if we might have it in our online store. And if we don't have that, our cast members can get you my contact information. And what I'll do is try to reach out to our manufacturers and see if they have that. So we definitely work as hard as we possibly can for the guests to get them what they would like.
Okay, and you guys are nationwide too, and in Canada. So it's I'm guessing that the inventory kind of matches the location. Is that right? So maybe each store would be a little bit different?
It does. Yes, ma'am. You're right. We have 14 stores now, Disney being the 14th. So we've got 2 in Canada. We have 2 in California, 2 in Las Vegas, 1 in Minnesota in the Mall of America, and then we have 6 in Hawaii. So as you can imagine, similar to Orlando, a lot of hot sun with Hawaii as well. So we a lot of the very popular hats out there would be the floppy hats or the longer brim fedoras, strictly trying to keep sun off your nose and the back of your neck while looking fabulous at the same time. So.
Do you know how many different styles and brands you guys all carry?
Oh gosh, yeah. We probably styles are almost limitless in the different styles that we have and the different brands. That's what makes Chapel so great. You can walk into one of our stores and pick from 20, 30 different brands. So for example, if you're a Stetson man and that's the only brand that you go for, we've got it. Or if you're somebody that isn't necessarily looking for a brand, but looking for more of a specific style, most likely we're going to have something that will suit you.
Yeah, that's good. I have not yet, but I keep eyeing up these. I think a felt fedora is kind of classy, kind of old school, kind of classy. And I don't know. I guess I only have one head, and I have a closet full of hats, and I'm like, I need another hat, but do I need another hat? So
apparently it sounds like you just need to start wearing them.
Yeah, I probably do.
Everybody's wearing them. My son is 20 years old, and I think he has 3 or 4 of those. I think they're called Kanga.
Yeah,
style. Yeah, so the kids are even wearing them now. They're fun.
Oh, they are. And hats are coming back. We've got, again, all age ranges that come into the store, but they're very much becoming, the next accessory. For example, in the morning you get dressed, you put on your watch, you put on your earrings or whatever you're going to accessorize with, and now people add the hat.
It's great.
Yeah.
And I think I saw some other items in the Disney Springs store in addition to hats. Is that right?
Well, we carry a few scarves and things like that. We do carry fascinators, which are little hats that are on headbands. So kind of what you would see like at the Derby or anything very royal. They all have fascinators on. So we have the fascinators as well. Some of the other really neat product that we carry in the downtown Disney store, we have handmade Panama hats from Ecuador. They're amazing. They feel amazing when you put them on. They look amazing. They're just a great hat to have. We also specialize in made in America handmade steampunk hats. So those are the kind of the wilder top hats that you see that have the different cogs and gears on them. They're a lot of fun. They bring a lot of folks in. A lot of pictures are taken when those are being worn.
Yeah, those are fun. And one of the cast members in the store, like, she was all done in pink and black. She coordinated her whole outfit, and she had the pink and black fascinator on.
Yes.
Do you guys encourage them to wear the hats in the store and stuff like that? Do you give them a discount, or how does that work with the employees?
All of the above. We number one, we encourage everyone on our teams to be themselves. Whatever their style might be, and then obviously, accent that with a cool hat, because we believe that when the guest comes in and they see someone looking very natural and comfortable because it's who they are, and then they've got a really neat hat on, that makes a guest say, hey, I want to be like him or her. I want to try that hat on. So we encourage, everyone on our team to be themselves. We always wear hats. But the neat thing about it is we don't have to force that as a dress code or anything like that. I mean, we're hat people, so we want to try them on and wear them. And we always get the question, do you have to wear, a hat every day, or do you have to wear the same hat when you're on shift or something like that? The majority of us probably swap out hats about once an hour because we really enjoy it so much.
Yeah, she looked great. You could tell she really took a lot of time that morning getting ready, and it's good to know that you got people that really love what they're doing. It's fantastic.
Right, and it shows with all of the hats. Like you said, you could tell in the morning that she, put forth an effort within the back of her mind, thinking, I'm going to get that, grab that hat and put it on when I get in the morning. So
if somebody comes in and they know they want a hat, but they don't know exactly which type or style they want, right? How do you help them with that?
Well, that's one of our most favorite guests, especially when they're there. Oh, I'm not a hat person. We get that all the time, and that's when we feel like it's a challenge and we're ready to help. Believe it or not, there's a little bit too kind of hat science, if you will, about the way a person's face is shaped, for example, or the broadness of their shoulders, or even their height. Certain hats can look kind of funny, if you will, and some of them will look great. So our team knows how to kind of identify those things and doesn't just grab any hat from the shelf. If you ask for help, they're very knowledgeable, and they're going to be able to choose a few hats that will suit you, and you'll have fun while they're doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, so how does one measure their head and know their hat size? Are you supposed to measure around the eyebrow area or right in the middle of the forehead, or how do you do that?
Well, the neat thing about Chapel is the majority of the hats that we have are not sized number-wise, like a baseball cap would be, for example. A lot of them are small through double X. Some of them are one size fits most, and I know most of us aren't most. So the neat thing about Chapel is that we are able to resize the hats for you while you're there. So what we can do, we've got hat stretchers. We can stretch them a little bit and customize them for you. And we also have sizing tape is what it's called. It's little pieces of foam that we can put on the interior band of the hat to help customize the fit to your head. So when you walk out of Chapel Hat Store, you're going to look fantastic, number one. You have a lot of fun, and your hat's going to fit properly.
Fantastic. That's I was thinking about hat stretching, and now that you mention it, because sometimes the fedoras are a little snug, maybe, and
right.
You want to, it's felt, so you want it a little stretched out a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what's the average price range of, most of your stock?
You got it. The average is right around $35, $40. And the reason that we do that is because we want guests that have never purchased a hat before to be able to, play with them, see which ones look good on them, that kind of thing, and then purchase a hat without feeling like perhaps they've been taken advantage of by the store or anything like that. And the flip side of that is people like me, for example. I'm a hat nut, and I love hats. So, when I go in, I'm buying 3-4 at a time, but I'm still able to eat after, I've purchased 4 hats. So we definitely try to make them, affordable for our guests.
One of the things that I was thinking of, some of the cowboy hats and maybe even, some of the other hats. Do you guys ship to their home, or can somebody do like the Disney package where you'll send it back to their resort?
You got it. So if they're staying on in a Disney resort, they have a concierge service where they can purchase their hats and then leave them with us. And someone from Disney comes by and picks them up, and we'll have them delivered to their hotel. Chapel Hats does not ship from downtown Disney, but you can get on our online store and have the hat shipped from there. So we can definitely get a hat to you, however you might need to get it.
Yeah. Okay. Will they do the Disney ship, I guess, then too, if they don't want it delivered to their resort?
Yes, they absolutely can.
Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they do buy a hat and they want it shipped, they can do that. That's cool. Good.
Right, through Disney. You got it.
Yeah.
I know we just missed it, but do you all do any kind of special promotions for Kentucky Derby, or are there other special hat occasions?
Oh, yes. We try to be on trend with anything that might be hat related. So with the Derby, the store in Disney just looked amazing. It was covered with Derby hats. It was a lot of fun. We always make sure that we have a lot of stock ahead of time for big events like the Derby. And, you don't have to actually be going to the Derby. If you're going to a hat party, for example, or a Derby party, you can, come by Chapel Hats and pick up a fantastic hat.
Absolutely. I was so wishing I could get down there in time. That would have been fun. I don't even really care about the horse race. I just want to wear a hat that day. So
exactly. And, people these days, I hear a lot in our stores, they have so much fun trying on kind of the bigger Derby hats, if you will, and a lot of the fascinators like we were talking about earlier. I've had people who have never really thought about wearing a hat all that much, or, in a fancy hat like that. They get so excited about being able to try them on and experiencing that kind of hat when they're in chapel that they throw just a hat party just so them and their friends can wear them.
That's great. Yeah, I love it. I would do that.
So can you tell people maybe where you're located at Disney Springs? I know it's kind of hard right now with all the construction, but kind of maybe give them a little helping hint.
You got it. So we are in the newly constructed area that just opened. We're in the same building as Raglan Road, that fantastic Irish restaurant. We're in the same building, but we're facing more towards Fulton's Crab House. Mm-hmm. And we're right kind of catty corner, if you will, to the boathouse that just opened up.
Right. Perfect.
Wonderful. Perfect location.
Yeah. So eventually there'll be a parking garage right in front of your building there.
Yes, that's what I've seen on the plans. You got it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So will you tell everybody where they can find you on the web and how they can get their chapel hats to their home?
You got it. We are at chapelhats.com, and we also have chapel hats on Instagram and Facebook. Even our own, the Disney store has their own Instagram account that, folks send us pictures all the time. We put them up on the web, just having a blast in our store. So it's a lot of fun.
It's so fun. And I was so appreciative. You guys acknowledged my little hat picture on Twitter, and I felt like a rock star that day. So just so people know, they do monitor their social media, and it is so much fun. So definitely get into Chapel Hats and try on some hats the next time you come out to Disney World. It's so fun.
Yes, it is a lot of fun.
So thank you so much, Heather, for taking time to be with us on the show today. This was fun talking about hats.
You bet. It's always fun talking about hats.
And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.